It's the Hump Day Wednesday edition of Weather for Weather Geeks. Welcome back, everyone. We're a week away from Christmas, and the weather is a-changin' between now and then, big time. We're going to start out today looking at what the jet stream is doing across North America. Now, North America may be a little hard to see because this map is so bright, but here's the Great Lakes in through here. Youngstown's about right here. But what a cool animation this is on this website I'm showing you here, showing the winds up around 30,000 feet, 35,000, 40,000 feet, generally where we consider the jet stream to be. And the configuration, well, it's easy to pick out here. We've got our dip in the jet stream along the east coast, which is right here. So our trough of low pressure in the middle of that kind of dip right here, that's getting set to move out. And you'll notice there's kind of a bulge in the jet out here in the west. This is going to come east over the next few days and allow for a warm-up, but it's going to come at a price, as we've been talking about. We do have some rain coming our way as we head towards the end of the week and the weekend. Here's what the radar shows now. I'll pause the animation here. We still have some leftover flurry and snow shower activity, especially up around Cleveland and the lakeshore this morning. So a lot of this down towards Worcester and Canton is not reaching the ground. You might see another flurry before the morning is through across the Mahoning Valley today, but most of the time it will be just sort of uneventful today with some breaks of sun here and there, especially during the midday and the afternoon. Let me pop the pressure analysis on here and show you what's going on nationwide. Well, we've got high pressure centered down here around Alabama, and we have not much else going on in the eastern U.S. Notice how much milder it is compared to where they've been out in the western U.S. this morning. We've got a lot of 30s and 40s. In places that have spent many mornings well below zero lately. So it's starting to warm up out here, and that warmth is going to get the green light to come east. The cold bottled up for now, the extreme cold anyway, up in Canada, where even by Canadian standards, it's pretty cold up by Hudson Bay. Yesterday morning, it was in the teens and 20s below zero down towards the St. Lawrence River Valley, but they've warmed up into the single digits and teens. All right, so that's what's going on right now. Let's talk about what's going to happen as we head towards Christmas, starting, of course, with the end of this week and into the upcoming weekend. Thursday is going to be a pretty uneventful day. As soon as my browser decides to kind of unfreeze itself, there we go. Here we go with the weather map of Thursday afternoon. Some light green shown on one of our models here, but I think this is just cloud cover, not precipitation, coming east along our warm front, which will be right in there. So Thursday turns out to be cloudy, but otherwise uneventful. We'll get up to about 40, the first time we've been above average in what seems like forever. And then the much-advertised rain starts to track our way Friday. Now, I don't think it's going to rain every hour of the day Friday. This will be more of a showery kind of a day on Friday, but we will see the raindrops on a few occasions Friday evening. And then the atmosphere may pause for a minute and reload as we head towards Saturday. Saturday morning, probably the best part of the whole day. Rain becomes increasingly likely again. Here's 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon, both on the European and GFS models. Here comes the steadier, heavier rain. And then it really looks like it's going to start to pour Saturday evening into Saturday night. Here's 1 in the morning, Sunday morning, here, Sunday morning, 1 a.m., it could really be pouring in parts of Ohio and Pennsylvania at that time. And then the heaviest of the rain on Sunday is likely to be in the morning. Watch it push away as we go through midday Sunday into Sunday afternoon and evening. There'll be a dry slot that sweeps up, and we might have a leftover shower Sunday afternoon, but the bulk of the heavy, steady rain is going to be Sunday morning. And then we're left with colder air for Monday. This is Monday afternoon, the 23rd. And this is lake-enhanced snow shower activity across the Great Lakes. It may be 35 degrees colder Monday afternoon compared to Sunday afternoon, so a dramatic drop. All right, let's talk about Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. Here's Christmas Eve day, Tuesday afternoon, 1 p.m. here on the GFS model. High pressure is centered over upstate New York, giving us fair weather, good traveling weather on Tuesday. The European model has a similar idea with a high pressure zone centered up here across New York, Quebec, Ontario. So no problems at all Christmas Eve day, if you're doing some traveling that day. Now, Christmas Day coming up next Wednesday, a week from today. Here's the GFS model. Christmas morning at 7 a.m. It has low pressure just north of the Great Lakes, a little cold front out here. Nothing going on northeast Ohio, western PA. Now, the GFS model does bring this front far enough east that maybe there's a late day flurry on Christmas Day. Not looking like a very high chance, though. The European model has that front farther off to the west, so the chances of precipitation are pretty much nil on the European on Christmas Day. So, doesn't look like any snow coming our way for Christmas. Look at these temperatures on Sunday afternoon. I posted this on social media earlier. This is according to the European model. Now, there are some differences on the models here, and this is a pretty difficult temperature forecast in parts of the region on Sunday. The European model, high temperature Sunday afternoon, is up to 68 degrees now in Youngstown, while northwest Ohio will be in the mid-30s. The front's going to be right in here, real easy to pick out. Now, if this front wobbles a little bit either way, that's going to have a dramatic influence on our temperature forecast Sunday. If this front decides to jog 75 miles farther east than this, we won't see 68. We'll be in the 40s, maybe lower 50s on Sunday. But in the warmest scenario, we're in record territory on Sunday, well into the 60s. I think 70 degrees is a possibility, panhandle of West Virginia, especially down into southeast Ohio as well. So some forecast details to be ironed out Sunday, but it's on the table. It's a possibility, at least, that temperatures soar well into the 60s on Sunday. Something to keep in mind for the 22nd of December. That would definitely be a record. All right, the National Weather Service has put out their rainfall forecast from today through Sunday. Also something I posted on social media earlier this morning. Its bullseye of precipitation, this is rain, is 4 inches out here in parts of Indiana. The 3-inch contour goes up to about Cleveland and Columbus. Then the 2-inch contour is a little closer to the Mahoning Valley. I think 1 inch is pretty much in the bag when we're talking about total rainfall between now and Sunday evening. 2 inches or so, that's not outside of the realm of possibility either. So that's going to bring up the possibility of flooding. The map I'm showing you here is not snow cover, but the snow water equivalent. In other words, how much water, liquid, is contained within the snowpack that's on the ground right now. And the scale, a little hard to read, it's up at the top of the screen here, but when you get into these darker shades of blue, that means we're up over an inch as far as the amount of liquid that's contained in that snowpack. So you throw an inch or two of rain on top of a snowpack that has a liquid equivalent of maybe up to an inch. That's a recipe for possible flooding along creeks, streams, rivers. That's something we're going to have to watch out for, especially Saturday night, Sunday morning. So we're going to start to talk about that a little more, and we'll wrap things up today with a long-range temperature outlook. This is kind of ho-hum once we're done with the warm-up at the end of the weekend. As we head towards Christmas and beyond, notice the temperature doesn't stray too much from average, which is the black line in the middle. So Christmas Day, likely to be in the middle 30s. That's pretty close to typical for Christmas. And then Christmas all the way to New Year's, not likely at this point anyway to be real warm or real cold, sort of in between. So that's the way it looks now. That, of course, is subject to change as we get a little closer to Christmas and especially New Year's. So thanks for watching Weather for Weather Geeks on this Wednesday. I'll see you at midday. 21 News coming up at noon. And then I'm back on my regular schedule. I'll be on the 6 and 11 shows Thursday and Friday. See you then.